Okay, welcome to the first lesson, lesson 1. We will discuss data types and variables in Python. Data types and variables. So first, data types. I will mention 4 basic data types: integer, float, string, and Boolean. Do we have other data types? Yes, we do. I will discuss them in other lessons. So first, integer data type or int data type. Let's say x equals 33, y equals 12, z equals 5. So these are examples of int data type or integer data type. What about float? X equals 3.14, y equals minus 5.25, z equals 2.0. So normally we don't say 2.0 if the number is 2, we just say 2. But here we have 2.0. So this is floating point number. So these are examples of float data type. What about string? Let's say s1 equals, and we have 2 single quotes. This is basically an empty string with length 0. We don't have anything. We have just an empty string. S2 equals, so this time let's have 1 blank space. This is again string. S3 equals, let's say the word hi. So this is also string. S4 equals 2.52. So here we have a number, but we have this number inside single quotes. So this is string, not floating point number. There is something here about string that you have to know. I've used single quotes. Is it possible to use double quotes? Yes, we can. Let me use another color. S1 equals. Now we have 2 double quotes. This is again an empty string with length 0. S2 equals, let's have the word hello inside double quotes. And the last example, 152 inside double quotes. So these are examples of string data type. And the last one, we have Boolean. Let's say A equals true with capital T, B equals false with capital F. So we can say true is equivalent to 1 and false is equivalent to 0. So these are 4 basic data types: integer, float, string, and Boolean. Now let's talk about a variable. X equals 20. Here we have 3 parts. x, which is the name of the variable, name of the variable. We have 20, which is the value of the variable, the value of the variable. And we have something really nice here. This is not equality sign. This is assignment operator. So what it does, it assigns number 20 to variable x. Now the value of x is 20. You don't say x equals 20, you say the value of x is 20. So basically we assign this value to x using assignment operator. So one important note about Python is case sensitive. So what it means, we have x, capital X, and we have lowercase x. They're totally different. This is capital X, and this one lowercase x. Yes, both of them are x, but they are different because Python is case sensitive. Even if you assign the same value to both of them, capital X equals 5, lowercase x equals 5. Yeah, of course they have the same value, but they are totally different because this is capital X and the second one is lowercase x. Let's have another example. Name equals ABC. So remember, this is string because we have this value inside double quotes. And name with lowercase n. A, B, C. So as you can see, we have the same value, but two different variables. And this is the reason. We have capital N here, and here we have lowercase n. So this is a variable, and its value is 5. So suppose you have some codes here, and then you say x equals 2.5, the same x. So this x here is the same as this one. So you have 5 as the initial value, and then after some statements, you have 2.5 as the value of x. Is it possible? Of course it is possible, because this is a variable. So its value can change. So this is a variable. So here you assign 5 to x, and here you reassign 2.5 to x. So the value of x can be, let's say, can be overwritten. You can assign a different value to x. And notice that we have int data type, but here we have float data type. This is totally valid in Python. So you can have a different data type at some point. So I said that a variable can have a name, like x equals 3.4. Can we have any name for a variable? Of course you can't. We have some valid names and some invalid names. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to find a proper name for a variable. For example, x is a valid name. Num is a valid name. N1, let's say S2, and here we have, this is not dash, this is underscore, and a name, let's say var, and here my name. So all of these are valid names for a variable. So let's have some invalid names. For example, 2n. So as you can see, we have number 2, a digit, at the beginning of a name. So this is totally wrong. This is an invalid name for a variable. Let's say we have .s. This is also invalid. Comma name, comma, $, val, dash, var. So this is not underscore anymore, this is dash. So let me write it here. This is underscore, and this one is dash. So if you use dash, the name is invalid. Now we have my, and then space, name. So you can't have any space in the name of a variable. So this is space. It doesn't matter if you have 1, 2, or more. It's totally invalid to have spaces. @ name. This is also invalid. Num @ plus n question mark my dot name star val hashtag s dot. So all of these that you see here are invalid names. Yeah, of course you can have many invalid names. So these are just some examples about invalid names for a variable. So let's finish the lesson here. Next time we will talk about operators, mathematical expressions, and comments in Python. Take care. Bye bye.